Hey folks, hope you're all well tonight. I'm just going to make a video and babble a little bit. It's kind of about someone calling me an older gentleman. And I've been thinking about it for a couple of days. My good buddy, who I've never met, we've never even had PMs, his name is Appybudda. And I'm going to put his link over here because I think this guy is really intelligent, really makes great videos. And he's a yuck. I mean, he's fun to watch. He was answering a stupid video I made, I think my last video, about pawning people. I was really pissed off that day. A lot of things coming down to do with my family, which I am dying to make a video about, but I can't talk about it right now. But boy, when I can, I'm going to make a real video about the judicial system in the United States, I'll tell you. And also, you know, the tax people here in the Netherlands are now auditing me. Starting in 2005, I don't make a lot of money. And they are on my back. I mean, I'm getting a letter almost every other day about do this, do that, send us this, send us that. I mean, you know, they give anal retentive a bad name. I mean, it's unbelievable. And on top of that, the Dutch government recently changed their rules, their immigration rules. Now, I've lived here for 10 years. I happily took a course when I was first here in language. I passed all my tests with an average of a 78, which is not great. I'm not an A student, but I passed with 78. Now, they changed the rules. And it's retroactive, meaning even my sister that has lived here for 35 years, if she was not 65 and she's now 66, she would have to go through the same thing. They are now pressuring me to take classes for 2 years before I can take the test again, so I can reach the pinnacle of 80%. But I got a 78, and I fulfilled all my obligations. I have my green card, and it's just making me crazy. But I want to talk about being older. Now, quite frankly, I don't feel old. In the last couple of days, I was thinking back, my dad, even when I was like 14, my dad, for some reason, said to me, you know, I still feel like a teenager. And, you know, your typical, I was 14, I was your typical 14, I was like, yeah, Dad, okay, whatever, yeah, fine, you know, give me $10 and I'll get out of here. But now that I'm at the age that my father said that to me, actually I'm a little bit older, I know exactly what he was talking about. I don't feel like I'm 55. I'm 55, yeah, like I'm 55. At all. I mean, my body does. You know, I can't do a lot of things I used to, but I can still, you know, walk up the street, and I don't feel old. And I'm interested if any of the rest of you older people out there feel the same way. I mean, do you feel mentally old, or... Now, Appybudda was, you know, nicely answering this pawnage video I made. I think I mentioned it earlier. And he's a nice guy, and he was trying to be kind, but he called me an older gentleman. And I don't know. There's something even about the word gentleman. I don't consider myself a gentleman. I can be as much of a prick as the next guy. But older, I mean, I'm only 55. I've had white hair for years, if that means I'm older or something. And yeah, it was sort of weird. Now, Appy, if you're looking at this, you know, you're 33. I think you mentioned you were 33. Man, before you know it, you will be 55. And someone's going to be calling you an older gentleman. I got a kick out of it, actually. But I don't feel old. I mean, you know, when I get together with my friends, it's like we digress into being Neanderthals again. And you know, we act like we're 12 years old throwing beers at each other. I mean, yeah, just sort of weird. Yeah, I'm not one to actually go, hey, I wish I was young again. Like young, like in my teenage. I wouldn't wish being a teenager on anyone. So I'm not one of those people that wishes. I live for today, and I enjoy it. And there's not much of a day that goes by that I'm not sort of happy I'm alive, and that I take time to notice it, so that time doesn't go by as fast. Like you know, I don't want to wake up when I'm 80 years old and go, what freaking happened? You know. But older gentlemen, you know, Appy, if you were trying to make me grumpy that day, you succeeded. Even, in fact, the day you did, I was really grumpy. I just made that video just to spout things off. But older gentlemen. I'll talk to you guys later.